What's going on, guys? Good morning, everyone. Let's get all the alerts out for the stream. Make sure we have all the right tabs up. Good morning, AB. How you doing? Steve, good to see you. Rebo, what's going on? Morning, Pipti. How you doing? What's going on, AO, Sergio, Blues? All right, let's get make sure we have the giveaway one set up as well. Slack, Tesla, bring that up for today. That should be all set. All right, a little bit of an extension, to say the least. Actually going to go ahead and bring Bitcoin all the way up to here. Well, beautiful. It's got everything that I want right there. Don't need the IB by levels. A little bit of an outside day stat today. Just tiny bit of an outside day stat today. Very slim chance we have a reverse all the way back. That is not happening. Hey, Wyatt, how you doing? April. You know what's funny too? I was going to say this today. Look at the date. Look at the date that we had this the 13% move up last year, and then compare it to this year. Can't make this stuff up. I was going to cover that later on in the stream, but isn't that kind of funny? Trump X8. Yeah, I had that written down. I swear, right next to me. A little notepad that I started keeping. So I've been communicating quite a bit with people that are worried about where the market is and the drawdown on the portfolios. This is the main reason right here why you don't want to shortchange yourself with selling like far out expiration covered calls, especially when you have this type of volatility. You have a major geopolitical event, and then you have Trump come out. And again, it's very funny that it just happened to be on the 8th again. And if you guys aren't familiar, good little laugh, Wyatt. SOX was up like 15% last I saw. April 8th of last year, same exact thing. So, sorry, April 9th should be on the, yeah, I guess I'm wrong then. April 9th last year, sorry. But we had that 13% move up on the 9th. And then the 8th this year. So, yep. Yep. Exactly. So we do have FOMC today. Pipsy, I just saw your comment. You think the open's going to be pretty volatile. This is from yesterday, that 10.6%. I didn't mean to leave that on there. I don't think we're going to move outside of London's range at all. I think that there's no point in drawing previous day's high and previous day's low, because previous day's high is all the way down at 588. So we're not going to drop $13 down to that level today. What we will do is we'll probably just consolidate, especially until FOMC. You can relate this to Monday last week, or 2 weeks ago, when we had I think it was a 3.5% move up in one 15-minute candle. This is a lot different because this is a confirmed ceasefire, and then Trump also, I think the reason that we're pushing up so much, touching on what you just said too, Wyatt, last time, so April 8th, April 9th of last year, Trump said that there was going to be a pause, a 30-day pause on tariffs, and then he ended up coming out a few days later and saying no more tariffs. So we do have even though it's a year ago, we have a very good point of reference to go off of and why the market's moving the way that it is. What's going on, Barreto? Dominic, Dare, how you doing? Good morning. Jip, how you doing? I don't think the open's going to be volatile at all. If it were to be volatile, you would have seen continued price action pre-market. Pre-market, we've done nothing. Funny enough, so I had like a really strange experience with Tradeify last night. Going over to these accounts, so they didn't reset. And I ended up buying another select account on accident. They never reset the accounts for yesterday. So if we go over I'll go into the funded ones. Even if I had taken the trade on the IB yesterday, I ended up just chasing a long up on MNQ. I took one micro gold, but this was 100 points. It seems really small. This was 100 points on 2 micros, and I got $403 on it. We had all the way until 8:13 last night. Tradeify, Lucid, really anything that used Tradeivate, they did not reset the gains for the overnight session. So anyone that had issue with consistency, anyone that hit a daily loss limit, anyone that hit a profit target and they locked out for the day, the lockouts did not stop, or they didn't reset until 8:13. The previous day profit target or the personal daily loss limit, those did not reset until 8:13. So you missed pretty much the entire move last night. Got to 8:15, and then the move kind of pittered out, and we just slowly grinded up all night. For the open today, I don't really think we're going to have much for movement. I think that, especially with FOMC, we're probably just going to do something like this, and we'll have a little consolidation to the downside. Going to higher time frames, we're right back into the range now as well. So this, and I don't know if anyone is familiar with profit. Not profit, what am I saying? I don't know if anyone is familiar with, sorry, I didn't realize my screen wasn't up. My bad. If anyone's familiar with fake breakouts on patterns, this is consolidation, looks like a bull flag, especially after this move that we had from April of last year. Fake breakout to the downside, you get everyone stuck in shorts. We had a lot of terrible, terrible headlines on social media. Kowalski letter is probably one of the worst ones that you can go and follow for that, when they'll take a screenshot of a chart that looks like this. So they will just zoom in on these days, and they'll say S&P down 6% in the past week, and the market's crashing, instead of zooming out and showing the entire picture. And now they're going to do the same thing for today. They're going to go and say S&P now up 8%, market thrives on Trump, whatever. A lot of bearish headlines we had last week. Those should all be irrelevant today. We're right back in that same range that we were for the past month, 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, all the way up to 6 maybe. The AI in Tradebate has been unavailable, and to get a human is impossible. Yeah, it's been Tradebate has had a lot of issues, and part of the reason, not really much that they can do about it. I'm sure they're working their best, but the amount of people trading futures now compared to 5 years ago, Andre and I talked about this last week. The amount of people trading Top Step was a great example. Top Step's been around since 2013. They maybe had like 1,000 traders in 2013. Fast forward to now, you have Top Step that has 150,000 traders per month. Lucid has 110,000. Tradeify has 100,000. Those are active traders. That has nothing to do with people that have personal accounts, people that are trading sim accounts for high school classes, college classes. So Tradebait's getting swamped with the amount of people that are using it. That's the reason that they've had so many nasty little outages these past couple of weeks. Also, keep in mind that everyone that moved over from Project X in February, that was only 2 months ago, February 28th, barely even 2 months ago, it was a month and 10 days. Everyone that moved over from Project X onto Tradebait, those are hundreds and hundreds or thousands of accounts that got created, and now they're copy trading. And then you also have each individual person. So that's just a one-to-one sum. I trade on 4 different accounts, or I did prior to getting removed from Apex. But if I go into my logins, I have 3 different brokers that are set up, plus a personal account that I'm going to set up I'm going to be able to copy trade 3 personals, plus the Lucid Live account, and then maybe a Tradeify Live account if I stack some payouts. But I alone have 6 different logins to Tradebait. A lot of people are probably the same. A lot of people that copy trade on, this isn't me making excuses for them. This is just the explanation as to why they've had so many issues recently. Lucid's also said they've been swamped with, Tradebait has been swamped with transitioning people alive, making sure that people are actually trading with the correct MLLs. Like yesterday, Monday night into yesterday morning, the MLL restrictions for all the Tradeify accounts were removed on accident. So you could use all 25,000 in drawdown if you wanted to, and the account wouldn't have been blown. Anywho, jumping right back into the charts here. So looking at today, we are not, I promise we are not going to reverse the full 3%. This is a news catalyst. This is not the same as what we had from Tuesday last week into Wednesday. This was a 1% gap down. This is a 3.5% gap to the upside from where we closed yesterday. This isn't 3.5% from the overnight session up. This is from the close that we had, which was all the way at 588. So price has to drop $11 for us to fulfill the outside day stat. And I'll ask Andre about this when we get back into the stream with our stream segment with him, going over to Qs. You can only go to 1 to 1.49% for the gap. I don't think that he's going to have too much more information than what I have. But you can see when it's a bullish outside day, we've only had 1 instance, and that one has not filled. Even if you go to like the past 2 years, over 1.5%, you can see only 12% of the time it's reversed. Oh, yep. Speaking of Andre, there we go.
What's up? Do we have the local recordings on?
They are on, I promise.
How's my audio?
Good. Perfect timing, actually. So with the outside days, we shouldn't fill today. It's a 3.5% gap, but
yeah.
Is there any additional stat because it only goes to over 1.5%?
I mean, either way, if you're looking at over 1.5%, you're looking at like a a couple days.
Mm-hmm.
Either way. So
yeah,
it's
got 8 over the past year, 2 years.
Like if you go to 2% and it drops it down to 6, is that going to be better?
No.
So that's why we don't have it, but we can always add like a custom field. But if I'm just going to go to the outside days,
it's not needed. It's the same as the IB by rejection when it makes like a 3% range.
Yeah.
Or inside bars, but
yeah,
Mikey said, "How will Andre justify a short today?"
Yeah. If we find one, we'll find one. I don't want to look for one, but I may find one.
It's your favorite setups.
I mean, you know what? The other side of that is the shorts actually do have more continuation, and that is not my opinion. I can confirm that with the data. So they do move a lot faster and they have more continuation. Like if you look at IB by levels or you look at orb by levels and you look at breakdown days and you compare breakdown versus breakout, like price will typically, I'll pull up my screen one sec just to show everyone what I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm.
I'm actually going to drag Regal over here. All right. What am I doing here? Sharing my screen.
All right. I'm the same way with longs. I much rather go long. You enjoy playing shorts. I enjoy playing longs. I will take shorts just as you'll take longs, but I have a preference to the upside.
What am I doing? Okay. Yeah, so the kind of the logic that I use for that, and this is like stupid psychology that's like not really, like this is like my stupid rationale for why I think it's a little bit better to go short, is that I think it's easier for people to panic sell when price is moving against them than it is for them to FOMO buy when it's going up.
Absolutely.
So that's kind of why.
Makes perfect sense.
Like it's a lot easier for people to be like, oh my God, this is going to crash, and then like sell, which obviously causes more selling pressure than the other way around. But IB by levels report. Let me just pull up what it is quick. All right, where's my IB? Give me 1 second.
Oh, good.
All right. And okay, IB by levels right over here. What we see is the IB high, the IB low. Obviously, everyone here is familiar with that. But what the IB by levels report does, it's a sub-report of the initial balance, measures how often price will go a certain multiple of the IB. So this was last Thursday. The IB on NQ was 324 points. What this is measuring is how often does price go 324 points to the top side, or half of that, or 2 times that. So pretty much what you do is you take the IB range and you stack it above or you stack it below. And the indicator will obviously plot it out for you every day, so you don't have to actually worry about doing it. But you can see here's a day with more continuation, obviously a catalyst on this day, but it did touch the 0.5 and the 1, which is half of the IB range and 1 times the range. So if you look, we have the default set to 0.1, 0.2, 0.3, whatever else, up to 0.8. But on breakout days, which means price only breaks the IB high, price will only touch the 0.8, which is actually going to be here, 0.8. And I'll do minus 0.8. Price is only going to touch this 0.8 22% of the time, or price has only touched 22% of the time. Now, if you look at the breakdown days, it is literally double. For the same distance, the likelihood that the continuation happens is practically twice. So 22% versus 41%. So the reason I like the shorts is because it's actually like usually the short side has more continuation. And I don't say that because I'm guessing. I say that because I just showed you. So
no, you're still guessing.
Yeah. Some people on Twitter will say that though.
I do want to specify for anyone that wants to use that risk calculator tool, it is not from LuxAlgo.
Yeah.
It is on edgeful for free.
Yeah. We have an internal version. That was hilarious, actually. But we have an internal version, risk calculator. It's in app. And also, if you just go on Google and you type in edgeful risk calculator, it'll be the first one that comes up. You do not need an account at edgeful to use it. It's completely free. I will show you guys edgeful risk calc. This is the external version. So you can see the URL here is edgeful.com/trading-risk-calculator. Just type in edgeful risk calculator into Google, it'll come up. But you have the external version and you do not need to create an account or log in to use it. So yeah. What are we looking at today? Let me pull up your screen.
I'm expecting consolidation. Same thing that James and I covered on Monday, March 23rd, when the market had that 3.5% 15-minute candle. We do have FOMC at 2 today as well. Yep. Even though it's just a read, there's no Powell speaking or anything. But the news catalyst that we had, I had a comment first thing in the stream talking about outside days.
Yeah.
You could argue that we could reverse down a little bit, but news outweighs the data every single time. So
always.
Trump saying that there's a ceasefire and that's at least for 2 weeks. You would expect that we'd retrace this down over the course of 2 weeks if the ceasefire gets reversed. So that's the self. We're not going to immediately reverse this today. People are not going to call BS on news like that.
Yeah.
If anything, we need to cool off. And the pre-market range, very apparent of that. If we were to have a reversal, it would have happened pre-market like what happened on gold. Gold reversed like 30% of the move that it made last night. That's about it, though. So there's no crazy catalyst reversal statistic that we're going to be taking a look for. This is just going to be a nice either a continuation day or we're going to have some chop.
Yep. Dude, if you look at the 4 hour,
What's
up, James?
What's up, guys?
How you doing, James?
Just going to pull up my screen one sec.
Yeah, go for it.
If you look at this 4 hour, we clearly broke this area, but this, I'm curious to see how it does here. This is NQ, by the way. This is on a 4 hour chart, but I'm curious to see overall. This is like not really going to affect any like intraday moves. This is more so like higher time frame. Like I don't think a 15-minute orb is really going to be impacted by being in this larger zone, but interesting to see how it's rejected out of this area, at least even in 2026, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and like now we're back. So obviously a catalyst brought us here overnight, like literally overnight.
Yep.
But I'm curious to see what happens here, and I think that kind of goes with a little bit of what you're saying, where we might consolidate, we might just kind of give this move back and then sit in this range more than anything else, rather than doing one of these or the other way around, or even
exactly,
or even I wouldn't expect that to happen. I would expect this to actually happen. But in other news, Meta, James, I know you.
Yes, it's bouncing.
Yes,
it's bouncing.
Yep. In other news, Meta, if it reclaims this 615 area, I think we're smooth sailing to 640 area, and this is my area of concern. This larger red box on Meta, but the market just opened right now. But yeah, I'm happy to see it at 600. I hope it holds this area. I would like to see a little bit more consolidation here to like build a little bit of a base before a move higher. But seeing the 600s back in the 600s, in my opinion, is good. I know James, you bought this dip.
Yeah, I bought Meta,
which is awesome.
Yeah.
But
immediate bounce right back up now.
Yeah, let me pull up your screen.
Right back down. Yeah, we're due some cooling off. This is the same exact move that we saw a couple weeks ago, James.
Yep. There comes the Nasdaq.
Where is the overnight VWAP for this?
No, it's low, much lower, like 200 points lower. This is a day where you can't really look at you look for moves to the VWAP, not by like 10,000 points above it.
Andre's buttons call for shorts today.
I was just reading that.
I said on my pre-market stream, I wouldn't be surprised to see a pullback before a move higher. And I agree with you, Andre. We've been on that hard time frame level on NQ at that 25K. It respected it the whole of March. Yeah.
Yeah. Speaking of the buttons, quickly, I get a lot of like my friends like roast me a lot for the way that I wear my shirts. But if I show you what it looks like, fully buttoned, it doesn't look great. Like imagine I sat here like this. That would be insane, right? Like, am I wrong? Like, does this not look crazy?
Put some glasses on.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I can't. So that's why I do that. But
today should be the day I get my Lucid accounts.
After how long?
It's been 4 weeks.
Jeez, that's long, dude.
Yeah, it's been tough. Whoa. Tesla said it will go ahead and reverse the whole move, though. Jeepers. $9 down to start the day.
Oh, wow.
Honestly, in long, right when this Tesla candle closes, I bet it reverses right back up to 360. As long as NVIDIA doesn't go and do this, it's fine.
Yeah, Nasdaq pulling back. As I did say on my pre-market, I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, the daily VWAPs, it's so far from that, dude. Yeah, Meta, I was in at like 580, Andre, based on your recommendations.
Based on my financial advice, right?
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, it's a good move.
Yeah,
I don't know. I mean, not financial advice. Obviously, that was a joke, but I really think that Meta could see 1,000, but we'll have to see how that goes.
Sure. I mean,
I'm not saying it's not in the next 6 months, obviously.
So I saw this funny thing on Twitter that actually this guy that posts like his stock picks and stuff like that. Some guy commented, "I would never buy here," so he commented back, "That's fine, Jonathan. Buy at the highs."
Yeah.
I wish I bought Carvana when it was 3.
Like, when are you going to actually wait for it to be at the highs again, and then you look like a knob?
Yeah. The Carvana is actually the most insane chart ever.
Yeah.
Like 1,000% in 6 months.
From $11 to $375 to almost delisted. Literally from 376 down to 275 back to 490. Like that's the most insane chart I've ever seen in my life.
Here's a decent reversal on Tesla already. $3 bounce. Bouncing off London 50 on Qs as well. The IB shorts we got on stream yesterday with Dan were phenomenal.
Yeah.
Yeah, those were good. Yeah, those were solid. I was listening for a little bit.
He's waiting for his for the signal. Signal
Steve
to get
goes,
short there. Okay.
I need a pocket protector when I'm buttoned up. See?
Doom.
I told you. It looks ridiculous when I have it buttoned up. And then API waitlist. So you're on the API waitlist right now. Pretty much the idea is we want to have an understanding of how people are gonna. So for anyone who doesn't know, let me just pull it up quick. For anyone who doesn't know. And it's being blocked by, okay. Right over here on the Edgeful app, right here, you have an API waitlist. If you guys are interested in pulling the data from Edgeful so you can put it into your own dashboard or into an AI agent or into a trading bot or whatever you want to do, if you click on this, tell us what you want to do with the data so we can build the API accordingly. So there is obviously it's going to be like being able to scrape all the data for higher setups, for all the customizations, to be able to have it in your own dashboard. Like if you want to be able to integrate the data into a trading bot that you have, or like your own, whatever it is, really, like it really is whatever it is. Like if you want to have automation, a trading bot, a dashboard, your own analytics, go to the API waitlist button on the left sidebar of Edgeful. It's the last one on the bottom left. And it's obviously free to do it, but I highly recommend doing that. Also, I can send you guys the link here. I'm going to send the link here too. I just put the API waitlist in the comments. So just, if you want to do it and you don't want to go to the app, just go there. I just put the link in the comments there. But yeah, we're pretty much building the ability for you to be able to plug in an AI agent, or like not necessarily an AI agent, but like pretty much anything you want to do with the Edgeful data, you'll be able to do it on your own using the API. So we want to understand what you want to do, so then we can build the API according to like what's most popular.
Sick. Yeah, the DAL Y moved it higher on the open, but yes, and NQ pulling back.
This would be a risky one on Tesla, but that opening inversion and signaling longs. Stop would be at 353.
Jeez, how's that? Yeah, how's that Tesla move, dude?
It's popping back up now.
The video also starting to rotate a little bit down as well. Of the highs.
Somehow we find the shorts. That's what I like to see.
It's the t-shirt, Andre.
No, dude, I have the buttons today, so where the shorts are coming.
Yeah, here comes NVDA now. NVDA flashing a little bit.
You haven't traded any equities recently, right?
I haven't. No, I've only been purchasing long term. I haven't traded equities in a good month or so, Andre. Because I used to trade. I still do. I do like to look at trading NVIDIA or Tesla or even Apple, but I've been dialed in on the indexes, so I haven't been looking to get too distracted, you know.
Taking some advice from your financial advisor on Meta on the long term.
Exactly. So why would I try and why would I do that when I can just listen to my financial advisor on stream and just make money?
I used to have the license. Not anymore though.
Oh, it's series 7.
Yeah, the whole thing, like three.
Remember, you know that movie? A good trading movie to watch is called Boiler Room. Remember they get all the guys in there and they're like, "Who has got their Series 7? Perfect. Please leave. We don't hire financial planners who make new ones." And it ended up to be like a chop shop. Yeah. No wonder they don't take all financial planners that are already there, because they'll be like, "Geez, this is so bad."
You know what movie I actually thought was overrated? Have you guys watched Margin Call?
Yeah.
I haven't. Is it good? Zinc?
It's about Lehman Brothers.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah,
Or was it Lehman
the
Brothers
video's
or one of
starting
the
to
other
go
ones?
hard, yeah. Sorry, go again.
I think it was a fictitious
Fair.
one that was referring to them.
Yeah, no. Yeah, it was like there was no name, there was no company name throughout the whole thing, but it was
Yeah.
supposed to be based on
Lehman
either Lehman Brothers or Bear Stearns or one of them.
Mhm.
And it was like the day that they knew that everything was about to collapse.
Sure.
I think it's a little bit overrated personally.
They probably couldn't
because-
name any names for legal reasons.
Yeah. Well, it's not like it's not like Bear Stearns will come after them. I don't think their legal team is active, but
Sorry, we're back in business now. We won a lawsuit.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, let me get said it disconnected from your YouTube. I'm gonna try to get that back up. For you.
Oh, shucks. Sorry. Yeah, thanks, Zinc.
No problem. There we go.
Thank you, sir.
No problem.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, you're live. Perfect. Yeah, NASDAQ
Right,
now
let's see if-
100
now.
$3 drop to open. Coming up on VWAP, Mikey said.
Yeah, it's coming up to that overnight VWAP. Overnight VWAP is 25 like 060.
This is pretty volatile, Pip T. I'll take that back.
Yeah, I'm shocked actually. Wow. This is actually much cleaner than I was expecting.
Yeah, not too bad. More downside than I was expecting.
Yeah.
Guess people are calling BS a little bit. Yeah, it's some moves this morning. Dr. Divot said you guys are too young to understand the risk and how close to imploding the entire market was over that issue.
You know, it must have been insane to actually have been there. And like, I can't imagine the headlines, like constantly like fear mongering, like all day, every single day. I cannot imagine. Now, granted, it was probably justified, but like, I cannot imagine what it was actually like. Like, obviously, I don't remember it, but.
Well, not only that, you had the market shut off at like 10:30 in the morning for 2 weeks straight because of the circuit breakers.
Yeah, it's pretty wild, but.
Which doesn't seem like we have circuit breakers anymore after. We're making the same moves right now that we were making during that time. Dollar-wise, anyway, just percent is a lot smaller. But like the 13% day we had last year, we would have thought that we would have hit a breaker on that, but it doesn't go to the upside.
Are you guys interested in the shorts at all here?
Yeah,
I'm at least going to wait a little bit for it to retrace and then maybe look to short it.
Yeah, we've just had the opening range set now too.
I will say last time I traded a move like this, I got kind of ran over. That was that Monday 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, the one where Trump tweeted and it popped pre-market.
Yep. Monday, March 23rd. So it was a long bias for the IB, and then it ended up not breaking the IB high. Missed it by like 3 cents and went all the way down to the low. It was a double break day. And pittered out.
I'm interested in shorting MNQ.
Yes, I did
Because
catch those
I'm a
longs
little
last
bit-
night. IB ones.
Yeah.
Said I wasn't going to trade it, then I ended up trading it.
I'd like a little bit of a pop. If we can get to like 140s, see how that reacts. But not there yet. So we'll see.
There's a nice little retracement there.
Yeah, on AQ. Yeah, we almost hit that overnight VWAP. You like the shorts at this level, Andre, on NQ?
I just took the short at 25, 145, but hold on one sec while I map this out. This is what I'm looking for. I could easily get blown out of this pretty quick because this move was pretty quick, but I'm hoping that the midpoint of the orb kind of holds here. We'll see how it goes. Targeting 100, it's roughly a 1-to-1 here, targeting risk 40 points, targeting 45. Keep in mind FOMC minutes later. So it might not be the best price action. So just keep that in mind. Whoa.
What's going on, Ike? How you doing? Good morning.
Is there a
Check that
headline?
bar.
Financial juice. Let's see. Come on, financial juice. Give me something here. Give me something worth looking at for the first time ever.
Trump says April Fools, we dropped 3%.
I actually don't. I think that this is about to rip. I don't like when those candles happen and then it
Immediately buys it back up.
Yeah, I think that this is about to make new high.
That same exact thing happened yesterday when we were in the shorts for the IB.
Yep.
Dan was, I should say.
Yeah,
And then it came all the way back down.
I don't like when that happens.
Don't let me spook you out.
Oh, no, I mean, we're here, so. So, I mean, in my opinion, this trade just became a lot higher risk because of that. Whatever headline that was that just got eaten, that's concerning to me.
Lime is respecting the orb high now too. They had a spark up.
I would like to see NVIDIA start to reverse.
Tesla's getting bought back up really nice right now.
Yeah.
I think it still looks good, Andre.
Give me that 100 area. I have my TP at 102. 102. Come on. Come on. I would like to make another coffee, but I don't really want to be stuck in another headline.
Yeah, 130 for you.
Up pretty nice, like decent right now. I'm liking this. I like that it's kind of failed. That move is failing. Looks like TP's about to be hit. There it is.
There we go, 103.
40
Yeah, 100.
points.
Brilliant, dude.
Beautiful.
I'll shorted YM at the top there too at 185.
Here, Zinc, I'll pull your screen back up 1 sec.
We're getting a nice flush, yeah. See, Andre's already out. I'm trying the shorts back down to opening range low. There you go. Okay, 117. Come up 70 points. I'm going to take that. Jeez, that was quite quick. 1 minute.
There you go.
Look at that. Oh, shucks. I don't even. There you go. Off the opening range high. There you go. We respected that. Right back down. I've seen it on these days as well, Andre, where we do get that type of movement. Where we do need a retracement. It happened on that Monday, hey, Zinc?
Yeah, this is the same retracement we had from that. That was a 50% retracement too, right to London 50.
Yeah,
it looked a little spooky there for a minute.
Yeah, I took this mid this bar, and then the next 1 minute bar just gives you a 70-point flush. I'm going to take that every single day of the week. I'm not going to try and hold in for 500 points. Oh, okay, we'll get yours, Zinc. What you liking though, Zinc? Well, you're just going to wait for the IB to...
Just waiting for the IB. I'm not... With that error from last night and I'm not resetting the daily profit, my consistency would get kind of messed up. And I did make some money on that long last night too. I was hoping to have my lucid lives by this morning. They said Wednesday at the latest.
That's crazy. 5 weeks, dude. That's pretty long.
Yeah, it's been a long time.
4 weeks. 4 weeks.
Well, now I can get my coffee. There's our short of the day.
You deserve that coffee.
There's our short of the day, which I'm happy about. I'll be right back.
We had a very tiny gap that somewhat got filled with that wick down this morning. It's now getting filled with this wick as well. Still up 3% though, which is insane.
Yeah, that is the pretty crazy part. Here comes why I'm actually taking opening range low as well. Okay, I'll put that in markups. Yeah, but that RB, even with the opening range yesterday, those shorts were pretty nice to the downside, I think. It was almost what level did it retrace to? Like the 25%?
It went to it almost double broke yesterday. It actually did double break yesterday.
No, but I'm saying before it double broke in the afternoon.
It went to 50% for SPY, and it was 1 point underneath the 50% for MNQ.
Sure.
Which is a little unfortunate.
I think my algo just took a short. Yeah. You hear that, Zinc?
I did.
Okay, got in at the worst price. Yeah, what price my algo got in at 081. on NQ. Any comment on the VWAP? I mean, we're at the daily VWAP now on NQ, so I'm out of my YM short from a discretional trading perspective. It will be interesting to see how we do react here on NQ. ES, the daily VWAP, we're actually trading below daily VWAP at the moment, so we have taken that overnight VWAP on ES. So ES a little bit more coming a little bit more lower than NQ at the minute.
I think the shorts are still valid, to be honest. Unless there's a catalyst, obviously. By the way, just for anyone watching, a catalyst will override literally like any trade idea or trade thesis or data or whatever else. Like a catalyst, a headline, positive or negative, will always, always, always override any trade idea or trade thesis without a doubt. But I think the shorts are still valid. For sure.
Yes, I agree. But yeah, just to speak on that VWAP as well. I'm not in any trades from a discretional trading perspective right now, but we'll have to see if we don't bounce at this daily VWAP on ES. I think we could come. Imagine it gets the gap fill, bro. But yeah, that at the moment ES is trading underneath. Just let me give a visual representation. What I mean by that, ES is now trading underneath that daily VWAP or overnight, and NQ is trading at it at the minute. So we'll have to see how we do react off of these levels, if we want to hold or not, but it doesn't look super bullish at the moment into the session. We're underneath New York session VWAP, so that's the VWAP that you got to go off right now. Yeah, look at that. Tries to bid back up and then swallowed. Nice trade, Andre. That was good, bro.
Very nice trade.
Dude, 40 points here and there. Like,
hey.
People want to go for these home runs. I'm like, you guys are not, in my opinion, I mean, for consistency, that's so hard. You want to go for a 100-point move every single day? I mean, that is very difficult.
Keep logging into Lucid to see if I actually get them.
Maybe if you took 100-point moves, Zinc, you can get the Lucid live accounts in one day.
Yeah, a little bit quicker. They'll be like, yeah,
hey,
this guy.
I did take a 100-point move last night.
That's
yeah,
true.
That was I can't believe you did that.
100 points, 100.75, and that was in like
there you go.
18 minutes.
Oh yes, I saw it on the chat now. Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah. 18 minutes.
403. Yeah, if I go down, let's see what the 1 minute time frame was. We'll get the actual time stamp for it. May not have even been 18 minutes. It was way less. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 minutes. 100 points in 7 minutes.
Wow. Yeah, that will happen. I think Austin took a long on ES. I think he got the top of it. And then the next 1 minute bar was 70 points down and then bid right back up.
Oh,
that's unfortunate.
No, he got the long, so he got tagged out for his profit. And then it literally yeah.
By the way, guys, I see a lot of comments, obviously, to join the giveaway. You only need to comment once. You don't need to comment multiple times. You only get counted once per account. So, yeah. Just FYI.
My algo's in the short, Andre. Took the short.
Still valid, in my opinion. Because you probably have a 2,000-point stop, you're going to be fine.
Yeah.
But no, I think that as long as price doesn't clear the 160s, and I think that if price reclaims the 170s, the continuation will probably be there. But as long as it doesn't get back to the 160s and the midpoint of the orb, you're going to be fine.
Yeah, well, I'm definitely not going to mess around with it, but I hope it does.
Yeah, and then also NQ is what you're shorting NQ. NQ is clearly weaker than ES right now, so it's another positive.
NVDA coming down. NVIDIA is at low of day. Yeah, see, Andrew, I've been learning from you. Quick in and out of my trades, bro. That was literally like a same as you. That's your bread and butter.
It really is. Like, I mean, my risk reward is usually like a 1. I'm not going for a 2, 3 R. Like I used to take a lot larger risk to reward, not because my targets were further, but because my risk was too tight. And I was just like, I keep getting stopped out because my risk is too tight. I'm going to widen my risk, and I'm okay with going with a 1-to-1 and having a reasonable target. And then just being able to take that profit and being okay with some drawdown. Like, I'm okay with taking a 1, like what I did today was practically a 1-to-1. And it was a 43-point move. Like, that's more than enough for me, honestly. Like, and I mean, yeah, like I don't know, for anyone who trades with props, like Zinc, I know Zinc talks about it more publicly, but I mean, James, I'm sure you do too. But like, you use that over X amount of accounts, like 40 points times X amount of accounts is like, you're talking about like real money.
Yeah, a lot.
Yeah, $200 across 5 accounts is $1,000. There we go.
Yeah.
Two macros. That's all.
That's your bread and butter, Zinc.
It is. Very much so.
I wish I could trade 2 macros on my CFDs, but I'll go 2 contracts.
Dude, you have so much more flexibility. It's so much better for you.
Oh.
Dan asked me to update the VWAP suite indicator.
What did he want to see on it?
VWAP anchor to current high or low of day.
Ah, interesting.
So, I mean, it's kind of weird because it, like, if there's a new high of day made, it like re-anchors to that point.
It re-anchors, yeah.
Yeah, like yesterday it re-anchored like multiple times, but
yeah, that must be a headache for Alec.
Yeah, no, it's fine though. It's worth it.
Yeah, because as soon as a new high low gets created, it will have to reset.
Exactly.
That's a VWAP I don't use, high and low of day VWAPs.
Yeah.
The video is at low of day and still going.
There's how are your shorts doing? Still consolidating?
Yeah, still consolidating. It's at 90, 89. Yeah, that's a short on the algo, guys. I'm not in any.
Yeah, correct.
We don't seem to want to break that low right now.
YM looks like it's rejecting the New York session VWAP as well. Maybe for another leg lower.
Oh, we got the music on, huh?
nice and
Who
quiet.
added it right now? You just turned it on?
Nice and quiet.
There you go.
We like it.
Yeah, screen is pretty mixed right now, but obviously you'll have to wait for the first hour to set.
Yeah.
Definitely bearish so far.
Yeah, James, there was just another flash down, but I don't really like how long it's been consolidating here, but I do really like how NQ is sitting at the low of day pretty much, and ES is back in the orb. And Broadcom's making a new low, Google's making a new low, Tesla's about to make a new low, Meta just made a new low, NVIDIA made a new low. Apple's the only thing that's even close to a high of day, or actually it is well into a high of day. I still think the shorts are valid. Coming from someone who's very typically short bias, which I need to work on, but the overall pressure seems to be to the downside.
Yeah, I would agree with that. Yeah, it's struggling to get any form of momentum higher right now. Oh, there we go.
Oh, there you go.
As you said it. There you go. Yeah. 60s.
There you go. I mean, there's you're gonna, there's the.
Yeah, there we go.
If ES makes a new low here, I think that NQ is gonna fall off a cliff.
Hopefully we get a retracement to play into at least.
Yeah, we still got a few minutes. Like, you wouldn't take the IB trade yet, right?
No.
Too early?
I'll give it another 10 minutes maybe, and then I'll look. But right now it's a little way too early, actually.
Someone's just asking me in the private about why I sold YM. They were looking to buy YM. We've moved up so much pre-market that I don't want to be caught. Yeah, let me pull up my screen. We've moved up so much pre-market, so I've just added some more context over there. But we've moved higher, so you're literally buying it at the highest price it's been at for this whole move, right? So you're literally buying it from the gap up. You're buying it, 1,100 points higher. Now, I'm not saying just come in and sell every single day, but I see that rejection of the opening range high, and that's the trigger for me to get in on the short. So that's my thesis on that. Yes, I'm counter trend against the daily view app, but I am trading in line with the New York session view app. We break it as soon as I take my trade. So that's my thesis on that trade and why I was looking for the short. But yeah, now look, we're still rejecting the New York session view app on all of them. NQ my algo didn't get triggered there, Andre. So we're gonna have to need another flush down.
Damn.
I do like this for a little reversal candle if it wants to give me an entry short.
Look at us. All going, looking for the short side. I still think the shorts are valid. It's even on NQ, like rejecting this orb low heavily. Now pushing back down again. Yeah. ES is failing again. I would like to see it continue for James's sake.
Yeah, here we go. We look good, bro. So this is like, obviously I want my algo to win, but I don't like, I'm not really, I'll check. I always look at it at the end of the day. I'm like, okay, it won or it lost.
That's the way to do it.
About it. All right. When I'm actually managing it in real time, that's my discretional trading. Like that's why I'm, yeah.
Damn.
Kind of stalling out a little bit, looks like.
Yeah. Volume's still pretty high, though. Volume is not terribly low. Definitely like slowing down, but volume seems to be holding up pretty well right now for being 40 minutes in.
And also for having a 3% gap up.
Yeah, for sure. Has anyone taken any trades in the chat? Let us know. I'm curious.
Yeah, make sure you are following in all the channels that any channel that you are watching on as well.
Yeah.
Prop firm versus cash account was the consensus. Prop firm, if you're starting out, prop firms go into cash accounts.
Yeah, you can always lose all of the money in your cash account. Prop firms, you only lose the money that you paid for.
Yep. JV said Tradify 25K accounts suck after you go over 26.1. The max drawdown gets fixed at 25.1. If you collect your $1,000 payout, you're left with less than 500 drawdown. So go a little bit over that 1,500. I would bring it all the way up to 27. That's usually what I aim for. The Lucid accounts I brought all the way to 28 before I started taking payouts. On the same note, for 25K accounts, if you bring it to 28, that's the same profit to just simply pass a 50K account, that 3K profit, which you should be able to do with micros, as you don't need minis to trade on those. And then once you do get 3K profit, you have enough to kind of just milk your way to 2 payouts with those accounts.
I'll go short 5-minute mark. I like it.
Right, this will be the one.
By the way,
going short on if we get a pullback.
By the way, for the guys that are using the algos, ES 5-minute orb, 5-minute chart. There's a template for it in the algo section. I highly recommend looking at the template. Take the template, put it into your trading view, get the backtester all loaded up, and then use the algo analyzer to help you go through and change some of the settings. Top in this market environment, I think.
Yeah, we're still holding it, Andre. We haven't really done much in the last 20 minutes.
But I like... Yeah, Grub, I see your comment. He's using the break-even orb algo and got stopped at break-even. Break-even is better than a loser, to be honest. If the back test shows that that's the performance that you want to take, break-even is definitely the way to go. You can also move it, not directly to break-even, but like a couple percent, like 1, 2, or 5% in profit. So you just get out in slight profit rather than like at break-even specifically. But that'll just help you at least like buffer some profits on those days. But yeah, I'm still pretty confident in the shorts, especially rejecting this orb low here. I would like to see if price can get above 25,100 and then reject. Or Zinc, what are you looking for a pullback, actually?
I'm looking for it to get up to 607.28, which will translate over to, once I draw it out here, fib. So ideally we get up to 25,146. I don't think today we're going to get below 25,000. So if we did short to the downside, that's probably our max draw to the downside with how big of a cycle level that is. I want it to get up to 25,146 for a short. It is at 25%, which is where Dan goes short. And he had a pretty good explanation of it yesterday.
I think that this still looks good as long as it's below that 25,100. We keep getting these weird flashes down.
Yeah. Jeez.
I know you said volume's good, but we usually see those when volume's kind of...
Look at that comment.
Off. What are we looking at?
Look at that comment. Green across the board.
Very nice.
There you go. That's what we like to see. We are getting that move down now.
You shouldn't be expecting a crazy large continuation up or down after we have this. We're still up 3% right now. Keep that in mind. That's insane. So we've dropped 0.7% from where we opened. Any other day, yeah, that's a big move, but we are still just about 3% up on the day. And we have FOMC later today as well.
Yeah, but it's not the interest rate; it's just the meeting minutes. Yeah.
Yeah,
Correct.
It's still it's a catalyst enough.
Sure. Yeah, I'm with you.
Be too heavy hitting.
Yeah. No trading on the Lucid live accounts during catalysts.
No.
Yeah, YM's taking the opening range low now as well. NQ. Yeah, NQ's in the 60s, so I think my take profit shouldn't be too far from here.
Dude, if ES can make a new low of day, NQ is gone, I think. But similar to what Zinc just said, I'm not expecting a massive continuation down. I was actually pretty surprised about how clean the price action in the morning was up until this consolidation happened. But I think as long as price stays below this orb low on NQ and ES keeps failing, we're in a pretty solid spot here.
What is my phone blowing up for? Oh, I haven't given you the reset stats in a while. Shouldn't be too many for today, actually. Yesterday afternoon, they didn't allow any account creation, so not a lot from that move up. Still under 100. It'll be interesting to see the reaction for FOMC. Won't really do much, but it'll be still like a $2 to $3 move on Qs, like maybe 0.5%. This is kind of tricky. It looks like it's stalling out at our pre-market low. Like it doesn't want to move very much from where we are right here.
I would like to see a move down. That would be awesome. Just so we can get this move over with. But I don't know. I think if Apple rolls over, starts to make its way to new low of day, like
SPY actually is pretty strong right now too.
Yeah, ES is
stronger than Qs. Is there a report on edgeful like the IB by rejection, but for the 15-minute opening range? Yeah, you can change the IB down to 15 minutes. Go to IB by rejection. You can go to customize, and then for the time frame, you can make it 15 minutes. You can make it 5 minutes. Put it all the way up to 3 hours if you wanted to. But then that just turns into the orb, the 15-minute orb.
Yeah.
Looking good for a short. If we can get up to that 50. So I'm looking at shorts right now for the IB. Oh, awesome. Thank you, Swishy. Might take it on SPY depending on this closes. We still have 7 minutes left, but SPY is a lot closer to the 50. And the range is also smaller, so we won't be risking as much. Put that group on. $64, good. Put the 8. So we might go over to MES here. This one is a very small range, but I like it. So full TP on 2 MES would give us $150 if we can get up to the 50.
Oh, I took a powered Zinc.
Very
morning.
nice.
Yeah.
You've been crushing it. It's insane.
Yeah, it just keeps stacking. So for the giveaways, guys, just comment edgeful. You only have to do it once and you'll get put in the giveaway for the end of the stream. I see a strong rejection at daily view app, don't you? On which asset, NQ or ES? So that's, sorry, Zinc, let me just steal the screen. So yeah, I mean, I'm not in any trades in at the moment, besides obviously my algo that's short, which I hope it wins. But anyway, it doesn't really matter. It's a long, I've been using the algos for almost 10 months now. So we are sitting at that daily view app from a discretional trading perspective, I won't look to enter a short unless we get something like that, a move back to New York session VWAP, and I'll look to take the move back down. But I'm already green on the day, so I might not be looking to risk profits that I'm happy with, right? And as we say that, we're moving down. But I wouldn't like to short here. That would be shorting at the New York session low. I think same as ES, we're at the daily VWAP. It's been a little bit back and forth right now. I think personally, I think actually YM is actually a better asset to trade because we got space to move to this daily VWAP. We still have 80 points towards it, but I've already made money trading it off the highs. So yeah, I mean, I wouldn't just like blindly enter buy here, off of this daily VWAP. Again, we've moved up so much pre-market that I think a pullback is not. You wouldn't be surprised to see like price come lower today. I'm not saying erase the gap fill, but I'm saying like, maybe move back down into this level, and then going into tomorrow and that we start to pick up longs again. But no, I wouldn't short yet. It's at the low of the New York session. That's in my opinion, that's a sucker trade. But I wouldn't blindly enter long either.
It's a sucker trade.
Sucker trade. It sucks you in. It sucks you in, bro. It wants you to get short at the lows, and then it bounces, and then goes to the 25% RB for Zinc, and then he gets his winner.
25 for Dan, 50 for Zinc, then flushes.
Yeah, it's looking. I mean, no entry today is too. That's fine. For today, go ahead.
No, go.
I always say that the IB gives you the direction for the day. Today is probably not going to be the case. Yes, we have data, but I'm not going to stay short bias for the day with the move that we had overnight.
Yeah.
So even if we do break the IB low, it's probably going to be very similar to yesterday, where the IB low broke and there wasn't a single new low that was made after the break, and we actually had a double break yesterday. So once it's taken, if it does get taken to the low, that's probably it for movement.
I can't believe that this consolidation is crazy below this orb low. It keeps flushing like 30 points and then bouncing back.
Yeah.
Are you profitable with that algo? Yes, the algo's made me money. And I've always mentioned it when it comes on. I think last week I was 4 from 5, and I think this week I'm 2 from 2, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, it's making me money. I don't tweak it as much as I probably should, so I could probably make more money from it. But I have to schedule a call with Mr. CEO himself to.
Dude, we make it so easy for you to do it. We have the algo analyzer.
No, I'm just being one of the customers. No, it's honestly very easy. Yeah, Wime's now new low of day at New York session low. It's back down almost under 48K. But yeah, no, the algo is very easy to set up. Just to speak on that as well, like the algo is very easy to set up. I wouldn't consider myself very technological, like savvy, but it's very easy to set up. You play around, you mess around from it. You learn from trial and error. All the videos are there, explanations. And if you get stuck in something, there's always the support. There's always even like ChatGPT to ask you how to do certain things on TradingView. So, you're in the best day and age to actually be a retail trader. You can literally make money from home by not even clicking buttons using the algo. So, yeah.
Yeah, it's just something that if someone sells you this dream that we're finally getting this move down. If someone sells you the dream that you have a plug and play algo that you're never going to have to touch again, that is going to make you infinite money, please run.
That's not real.
Yeah, like seriously, please run. Like that's not real. Like even our algos, we have the templates for you, meaning that we give you the strategies, right? The concepts. We allow you to customize them. We give you templates with tickers and custom settings to start with. We give you the analyzer, which you upload the backtest to, and it'll give you all the stats and what you can change, what's working well, what's not. But it still requires you to actually go and update the stats every month and make sure your broker is connected and do all those things. Adjust your risk properly based on your account size. There is no industry, there's nothing that you could possibly do that's just going to make you money out of the sky. That does not exist. And there is this move down. Well, ES made a new low of day.
IB's broken already immediately. So no retracement on it.
No, not yet.
We could have done. It is.
It is.
Q's Inspire, both broken.
Yep. Wow.
Gold was the only other one that I was looking at there for a minute. That one also just went and took the IB low.
Hey, our Bitcoin's still holding up.
Yeah.
We shouldn't speak about it.
Zinc's like, don't talk about it. Don't talk about it.
Son of a gun, man.
Otherwise, our investments are going to be going to. Otherwise, we should just stop day. We're going to have to day trade more because our Bitcoin's going down. Yeah, we're flushing.
Yeah, we're getting this move now. James,
So,
the target should be like kind of soon, no?
Yeah, it should be. But remember, I got big stops.
Yeah, big stops, big targets. This guy.
Yeah.
I got a question here. So how come the break is 10:30, not 10:31? This is the 10. This is 10:30.
You're in 10:30. You're beyond the 10:30 mark.
Yep. So it broke. I can't really go all the way down to. I mean, if you went down to like the 5 to 10 second chart, it broke at 10:30 in 5 seconds. So immediately at 10:30, we broke. I would imagine that this does exactly what it did yesterday with that 11 o'clock break, and then we reverse back up. You could take the IB by retracement stat and put your stop loss at the IB high. With the news, I don't know if I would be too comfortable with that. Great point that Dan mentioned yesterday. Yesterday was his first trade since Wednesday of last week. So he went 3 trading days. Friday, you can include it if you want to, technically 4. 3 to 4 trading days without taking anything. So you don't have to be in something all the time. We did have the right bias today for shorts. I wasn't too comfortable with shorts. I didn't take anything, obviously. Andre and James did fantastic with those shorts. You don't need to take a trade, though. You're better off being neutral than having a red trade or a tilt.
I agree.
By the way, I'll pull up my screen quick.
148 entries.
So I'm on a 30-second chart. You can see that the IB broke on the 10, 30, and 30-second candle. So if I go to a 15-second chart, it was right here. It broke. I'll go to a 5-second. You can see it broke right over here. So this is a 5-second chart, and it broke right after that 10:30. So we were 30 seconds in, and it broke. Just so you guys know.
If I can just show this, Andre, sorry, Zinc. I know you're waiting for that 50%, but don't worry, the market makers, they will call you.
No, it already broke. Good.
1.93K on that trade.
Dude.
Yeah. So on my live funded account, 7K this month so far. Zinc's pushing me. He's operating, so we're all pushing each other, right?
Yes, absolutely. You got me beat. I haven't had a payout since the 2nd week of March.
Yeah, but you've been waiting like 4 weeks for your live account.
I lost my good luck charm.
Do you get daily payouts on those accounts, Zinc?
Yep, no restrictions on them. No consistency.
Static drawdown.
Yep.
Nice.
And once I reach profit targets as well, 1,000 profit on the accounts, they give me 1,000 bonus per account.
Yeah, but you know what? Sorry, go ahead, Zinc.
Once I make the first 5,000, they give me another 5,000, and I think once you make the first 10, they also give you another bonus on top of that.
Okay, so there's like incentives for making money, essentially.
Yep.
Yeah. No, I enjoy trading with you guys. Obviously, Andre, we've been doing this for a couple of months, so you can always go back and rewatch these streams. Okay, live.
Yeah.
See the call outs. Use it for educational purposes. And again, if you've got any questions, make sure to ask in the chat. But the cool thing about trading with Andre and Zinc is that we all, like, obviously we're only competing against ourselves, but when you're trading with other great traders, they push you to be better as well, which is what you want to be doing, right?
Yeah.
Absolutely. Go ahead, get out.
No, I was making sure that something was correct. But so if you guys look at this, the what's in play right now, I'm just going to pull it up because I've been kind of looking at this off to the side. The short bias today. What are we looking at here? 12 out of 14 stats that have a bias are bearish, and the other 2 are neutral. Gap fill by size actually is pretty insane because there's one giant gap that filled on ES. So I do not think that's going to happen today. But IB by weekday, NQ, outside days by weekday, opening candle continuation, IB, like the whole thing. Everything here is bearish right now. So if you're going to be the guy buying the dip because of a catalyst last night, you are on the wrong side of the trade, most likely. Now, when there are catalysts, we've been saying this probably more over the last couple months than, I don't know, probably ever. You need to be careful. But having this to look at is really going to help you understand, number one, what are my targets? What is the bias? What is the data behind kind of why we've been saying the shorts are in play today? Because most people would think giant move up, potentially continuation, potentially consolidation. I was honestly not expecting a move with this much volume today, but clearly everything is showing to the short side. And again, if there's another catalyst, FOMC comes out or whatever, FOMC minutes, everything can go sideways. But looking at the what's in play, all the data today is showing very short, and this is what you're going to use to find your A+ setups every day. So this is what I use every single day. I do not take a trade unless I have this up somewhere on my screens. Looking at the screener, I use the daily bias template on the screener. We also added another template for outside days and gap fill as well. You guys can use that. I don't use it every single day, but you can see everything besides the previous day's range is bearish today. So because there was such a large gap up overnight, that's why everything in here is bullish, because price did break the IB high or the previous day high. So just so you guys know, a little bit of an update there.
I just want to also speak a little bit about this because obviously I think a lot of traders, they see this gap up and then like, oh, well, it needs to be going higher. It's definitely got to be going higher. And that's like you're buying at a bad price. That's what I was speaking about. But if you just look at my screener here, this is obviously after the first hour, and I'll give you a little bit of a tip on how I use the opening candle continuation. So you can, on the report section, okay, and I use the opening candle continuation in the screener. You can select, you can customize it. But what I use for this opening candle continuation as well within it is, let's just say we're looking at YM. Okay, let's go to YM because I've traded YM today, okay? I know Andre loves YM. But what you can see is in the last, let's go to the last 3 months. Okay, what we can see is if the first hour is bullish, 82% of the time it closes as a bullish closing day, and for the short, 73% of the time. If that first hour is bearish, we will close below the open price 73.53% of the time. What I sometimes do is I look at the first, I customize, and I look at the first like 15 minutes. And I see, okay, what direction has that first 15 minutes been? Obviously, that's going to be lower probabilities because you don't have as much data. But I look to see what the first 15, what the first 30 minutes even has been. And then I kind of anticipate it because I took my trade obviously before the first hour it set in. But you can get a better understanding of what price wants to do. You kind of forecast in that first hour's break direction. So that's another tip how kind of use the opening candle continuation as well. But now everything's on the screen is actually bearish. Every single stock in the first hour is bearish. If you saw that over there, that's pretty crazy. Qs, everything, I think.
Qs is frozen right now, but SPY is getting a nice continuation.
Someone was asking, James, how much total funding do you have with the FTMO? I've got 3 100K accounts, and I'm currently not copy trading them. I'm trading them individually, separately. No, there is sound, Michael. I think just check your check your volume.
Make sure you guys comment edgeful one time on the stream to enter. We do have 167 right now. Got another 20 minutes for the stream, the segment. Gold also just took the IB low with a actually rather large candle to the downside. That was 20 points.
By the way, guys, I put another article that we wrote in the comments. It's about the gap fill. So we were just talking about gaps, and I highly recommend you guys read it. If you don't want to read it right now, just bookmark it, save it for later. But I do really recommend looking at it because it's a concept that a lot of people don't understand, and it's very important to understand like how gaps actually fill in trading. So the link, if you scroll up, I put it in the chat. I still think the shorts are valid, to be honest.
The SPY's getting a lot more directional movement to the downside right now.
Yeah. Unfortunate for James. I mean, everything is still, Meta just made a new low of day. NVIDIA is about to make a new low of day. Broadcom's going for a low of day. Google's looking like it's going to reverse. Tesla's at the low of day practically. Like, there's nothing telling me, nothing giving me any bullish signal right now. Zero. If someone thinks differently, let me know, but I don't see it. Wow, I say that, and now price starts to bounce. I still really want Meta to.
Oh yeah, Meta's. I'm buying more today, bro. 100%.
Yeah, I still really hope that it can hold this 590 area. Like, I really don't want it to slip below there again, because if it does, I'm not gonna be thrilled.
Dude, how sick was this buy yesterday? So I bought Apple shares yesterday when it was down 4% into the open, and I woke up this morning, and it was like up 7% in the space. So I closed it out, and I was like, okay, cool. I was using it more of I was like, I'll wait to see after what happens to see today. Yeah, so that, but that was pretty cool.
Beautiful.
Well, you know, I'm learning from my other financial planner, Warren Buffett. His most held stock is Apple.
Dude, I think that like with his position size, it's like impossible to actually like make money. Like, that's why he just buys and holds Apple.
And holds. Yeah.
Yeah, like, because it pays a nice dividend. It's like the leader. It's pretty safe. Yeah. Like, you're not gonna, like, it's not going to get really disrupted.
Yeah.
And because like, what are you going to do? You're going to buy some like random company. Like, if you put $50 million into a random company, like, it's not going to impact his total portfolio.
No,
like, you got to put a few $billion. Yeah. And if you do that, like, you're going to flood. Like, there's only so many stocks that he could pick from.
Sure.
But
yeah, it's that thing where online where a lot of people say, but hedge funds make 27% of the year. You think you're going to do better than that? And I'm like, dude, we're not managing billions of dollars that we have like a regulatory board watching our shoulder with saying,
hey, speak for yourself. I'm $1 million funded trader.
Yeah, it's hard to get in and out of positions. Like if you trade options as a fund, like you trade like a random like PLTR options, like there's no liquidity there. Like there's no volume. Like you have to use like the strike that has the most volume, the most open interest, with the most popular expiration. Because like if you want to buy even 5,000 contracts of some random expiration, like you're gonna get destroyed on the slippage. On like the like you're not actually gonna get filled. Like there's nobody on the other side of that on the trade.
Nope.
So, as Warren Buffett, you get kind of nice problem to have.
Yeah, jeez.
Yeah, the guy has like $400 billion of cash right now, though.
Yeah,
like $380 billion of cash.
It's probably people sending him bucks as well. Like, oh, geez, now could be a good time to invest. Let me send it to Warren.
Dude, I don't know if he takes more money.
You don't think so?
Probably no. I don't believe
I
he does.
don't think so, man. I mean, if you have that much cash, what's the point? Just someone else to listen to, someone else to complain.
No point.
Yeah, that's a good point, actually.
Dude, is your target going to be hit yet or not? Where?
Dude,
how much further down does it have to go?
I don't know.
It's melting.
I mean,
they'll get there by lunch.
Yeah. The shorts are solid in my opinion still. I don't see anything at all that's giving me bullish price action, bullish sentiment at all right now. I wasn't expecting this much consolidation, to be honest, but half cap. Let's look at the half cap, David. So, by the way, we have.
There. My algo took profit.
There you go. There you go.
I literally just got it on my phone now. Yeah, there we go.
Beautiful.
And you heard it now too.
Beautiful.
So it was in at 081 and out at 003.
How many points was that? The total
78 points.
Wow. So half cap is still a stretch. David, you put the comment there. I do not think a half cap is going to hit, to be honest. Half cap would be a 415 point move from the open on NQ. That would be an 87 point move on ES. By the way, I'm using the gap fill 2.0 indicator. It works on any instrument, stocks, Forex, futures, crypto. And you can plot the different percentages of the gap fill. So 0, 25, 50, 75, you can customize it. But it's a very easy way to plot the different sections of the gap fill. So, yeah. Gap fill 2.0 is the indicator. Anyone with an edgeful sub has access to it. Wow, what an exit, James, so far. Zinc, do you ever see this pattern and think, now granted I'm on a 1 minute, but do you ever see this pattern and you're like, increased volume, engulfing with a shooting star? Does that mean anything to you? What's up?
Yeah, usually when I see, so if I'm in a short position and a shooting star candle comes in like that, if you go about like 12 candles to the left, that green one.
Oh, this one?
Yep. You typically see a pretty large reversal after you see a pivot like that. So if I'm in short, and we're like a couple points off of hitting full TP, I'll secure the full when I see that candle come in.
Yeah.
for the most part, I don't really. If I see it on the 15-minute time frame, especially, I will. On the 1 minute, I don't.
No, yeah, not on
look
the
at too much. Volume,
Yeah.
I haven't really looked at. I've just never had much success with volume.
You know what?
Go ahead.
There are people that talk about order flow like it is the holy grail. I actually think using order flow tools are more distracting and more difficult to read than using price action and the volume in this format. Like if you're using Bookmap, I know James Austin uses Bookmap a lot.
Yeah, I don't use
Bookmap.
It's too confusing.
Dude, it's so confused. It's not even like it's confusing. It's like there's so much going on.
Yeah.
Like how many times
I've made money without it. Adding an extra layer of like 20 different colors is just gonna do my head in.
Like how many times here were there probably giant green bubbles on Bookmap telling you that buyers are stepping in, and how many people would have closed expecting price to move higher because there are giant green bubbles appearing here, when in reality, like your levels are still solid. There was nothing pointing to the bullish side.
Exactly.
I mean, I'm not speaking in hindsight right now because I've been saying literally all morning that the shorts are in play. You guys can rewind and listen. I said that there's nothing. I'm not trying to be a hindsight warrior right now. I've been saying literally all morning that the shorts, I'm looking for the shorts, but
I never lose.
I think that some order flow tools would have actually gotten you out of a solid trade because there's too much to overthink. Like if you find yourself that you're an overthinker when you're in a trade, I think that order flow tools are the worst thing that you can add to your trading.
I do agree with you 100%. And I think the people that do trade order flow, as you said, they speak like it's the only way to trade. And
yeah.
I mean, I know a guy he doesn't even have socials. He's a great trader. He's traded on he traded at an in-house prop firm like 15 years ago, and they taught him to read the tape, and that's how he trades. But
yeah.
I think that was it was quite big back then, and there was not as like there wasn't a trading view and platforms like we have now. So they learned to read the tape, and he's a great trader, and it works for him. And he's like he looks at candles and that, but he still has his level 2 data that he pays for, and he that's how he trades. He's like, listen, James, works for me, but how you trading, it's perfectly fine. There's no right or wrong way. Yeah.
And I see the comment here about you don't long green bubbles. Absolutely. I'm aware of that. I'm not saying that you do. You also don't just like buy green candles and short green candles, meaning like the same comparison of like bubbles versus candles. You can use order flow to layer in discretion and to look for absorption. I have found, and I've spoken to like literally thousands of people, that tools like that, typically, if you're an overthinker, or if you find that you have kind of like paper hand your trades too much, will lead to more paper handing and not less. Like it will lead to you interfering with your trades more often than not. So like for anyone who just joined or who was watching my trade over here, this flash down that got bought right back up, I was concerned at the time. I said I was concerned. I was like, I wish it didn't get bought back up immediately. But I'm sure if anyone looks at Bookmap at 948 on NQ, there was a ton of buying that happened here. And then whatever happened. But like I was still sticking to my trade idea, and I didn't want it to interfere. I don't like when other tools interfere with what I'm doing. I just found that for me, it doesn't work. I know a lot of people that make a lot of money using it. Austin is one of them, but I'm not particularly interested. I just found that if you're a beginner, it's really tough to make it work because you don't have that discipline yet to not let it completely hijack your trade idea.
I'm just getting a question here. James, what CFD instant funded accounts do you recommend? Top one trader are great. But do your research. I've taken payouts from them. I've only really used their instant funded accounts, so I can't speak on anyone else. The stuff I speak on is the only stuff that I've used. I'll never tell you to go do something for something I've never used in my life before. So, and any other questions? Yeah, no. So make sure you are following the channels that you are watching on.
Yeah.
There's an additional melt right there.
What's up?
Additional drop.
Yep.
Yeah.
604 down to 603. Another 45 points.
Someone
Gold
said
up
half
as
gap
well.
there. David, the half gap.
Half gap.
Yeah, we're close. We're not quite there yet. Oh, on NQ, we did get there. Wow. Yeah, we did.
Yeah. We're going through the A gap right now. Saquon Barkley.
Dude, that guy is so stacked. It's actually hard to
Dude. Yeah.
Like, nobody has quads like that guy.
Nope.
Yeah, he's a unit, bro. Jeez.
We're at 25,000 right now as well. Well, 50 points below. If we get a sweep back over this level, then that should confirm support there. If not, we're already at half standard deviation as well. We don't have that high of a stat to go and continue to 1 for today. I think 1 standard deviation with the size of the IB is sitting at like 7%.
Dude, I'm not going to lie. I don't think that this is going to bounce that much.
I don't think it's going to bounce. I think it's going to stop.
And just consolidate for the rest of the day. Look at the volume on this candle. Wow. Second highest 1 minute volume of any candle besides the opening candle.
Yep. Big one. Just swept right through half standard deviation. SPY's a little bit different because the range was only 30 points in total.
Yeah.
So that one can easily go to 1 or 1.5, but Q's is a lot larger. Coming up on 11, we can run that giveaway now. I have the tab open here.
Yeah.
Swap it over. And I'll steal the screen back from you on.
Yep, take it.
All right, so as always on Wednesdays, make sure you guys comment edgeful. All lowercase.
Let's get to 200 entries.
Oh, easily. Also, make sure that you guys reach out to hello, not help, hello@edgeful.com.
Yeah.
With a screenshot of your login to YouTube or X or whatever you happen to win through. Discord. I don't think it's on there, but
no, it's not.
You get the point.
Come on, 3 more. Let's get to 200.
This will probably go up to like 210, 220, I bet.
Perfect.
Also, I just found out anytime there's an ad on YouTube, I don't think that I roll any. I don't think Edgeful does either, but anytime I'm watching YouTube live, I get delayed by like 3 minutes. I don't even notice. I have no idea where the slippage comes from.
The slippage.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
It's real. I don't know where like if I were watching on YouTube right now, I'd probably be 1.5 to 2 minutes behind.
Because you have ads? Can't you just click the live button and it like brings you forward?
There's but I have to be paying attention and notice that I'm behind. Whether it's like a little delay every minute or so, I don't know what drives it to be delayed.
Oh, I'm listening. I just went to our.
Yeah, if you watch it, if you just open it, it's fine. But if I've been watching since the beginning of the stream, over the course of 2 hours, you'll get behind by a minute or two.
Wow.
All right, we'll go ahead and roll the first one here. So good luck to everyone. We have 206 entries. I'm sure there'll be a couple more that come in. James
almost won.
I don't know how. Why
are you going to screenshot that?
Yeah, I got it.
I think because I posted the comment, like I put the links. So maybe I don't know actually. I don't think it. I don't know.
I think it's just a filler for the visual. I don't know. Maybe it's because you had Edgeful in the link. Let me open Slack real quick and I'll get this. I have to use Slack in my browser.
Really?
Yeah, I'm an old head.
Dude, get the app.
All right, we're going to go into the next one.
I actually also use the browser. To be honest, I prefer it.
That's crazy.
You could have just stayed quiet, James, and not said anything. I respect that.
Yeah, I could have, but I'm an honest person, and I thought I'd be on your team. Think.
Koshka. Number 2. So I'll type it in chat again. Email hello@edgeful.com. Screenshots of your login to YouTube. There we go. So that's if you guys win. Got another one coming in. You guys, if you win this, you get a month of Edgeful. I saw James pop up in there again. What the heck? Edgeful. Edgeful's going to win.
Can you imagine?
Holy. Big screenshot coming in.
Oh. That's a long name.
That is. Wilbur and Skark. I like
Garcia Gutierrez, probably.
Oh, there's more.
Yeah.
Also, there's the bounce off that half standard deviation.
Yep.
Pretty
I was
aggressive.
just
one
looking at that.
for both
I go,
of you.
there's nothing that's showing me. I don't think this is going to bounce. Like 2 minutes later, there's.
Hey, funny enough, that was the first call that you and I ever had. That stuck because you said when you have levels that have a very low chance of hitting to the downside, IB by
Yeah.
levels,
Yeah.
those are really strong support levels for bounces to the upside.
Yeah.
Not that it always happens if you're trending super strong in that direction, but I always slap those on when we have continuations.
Mm-hmm.
So thank you
Andre,
for that.
today is an important day. Do you know why?
Why?
It's a month until I get to be in the States.
I know, dude. I
They
can't
gotta,
wait.
they gotta let me in first to get my visa.
Did you get it yet?
No, I'm going on Monday.
Oh
Jay
my God.
Gonzalez. Got another one. Got one more winner coming out.
Dude, it's such a process for you to come here.
Oh,
man.
bro. But yeah, once we get these other passports, it'll be good. But yeah, it is a process for sure, dude. Oof.
It's crazy.
All right, last one. Sergio. There we go. So I have all the screenshots there. Make sure you guys go and email hello@edgeful.com with a login screenshot of your YouTube. I think all those winners were on YouTube. That will get you your code or access for a month.
Wow, what a reversal, by the way, on this. 120 point reversal so far. I think Apple's really pushing it up, but like everything else is still near the low of day.
So real quick before we end the segment off, go into IB by levels. We go to 6 months. I'll go to the year, probably a little more data there. That's for the size of the IB that we have today. How big was it? 0.83. So we're still within that same bracket. We only had a 4% chance of going to half standard deviation. For let's see, breakdown days, we had a 25% chance.
Zinc, look at the comments.
That's good. I like it. You know, funny enough, he had to delete all his tweets that he copied.
That's hilarious.
Got it fixed.
Yeah.
All right. Congratulations. So again, the winners are V Gabber, Koshka. Say that third one for me, Andre.
Hold on one sec. Where is it? Did you put the up there? It
Yep.
is. Wilbur Andres Garcia, probably Gutierrez.
There you go. Jay Gonzalez and Sergio. So those are our 5 winners from today. I will be live tomorrow with James, same time.
Yes, sir.
And then maybe when he comes in the States, we can all do a in-person live. That'd be fun.
Yeah, someone was asking about my glasses. I only wear this. These are my winning glasses. When I have a winning trade, I put them on.
He's left them on for the past 2 months.
Literally. He sleeps in. I heard he sleeps in them.
Yeah. No, I've got bookmap in them. I can see the orders.
All right. I think we're good to wrap it
Very
up
good
here.
stream. Thank you guys for tuning in.
Cheers, guys.